The WBC middleweight title fight between champion Carlos Adames and Hamza Sheeraz, the challenger, on the undercard of the last Crescendo, was somewhat of a letdown for those who were looking for Sheeraz to become a new champion. But Adames had a lot to say about it. Let's talk about this fight. The WBC middleweight title fight between champion Carlos Adames and challenger Hamza Sheeraz on the undercard of the last Crescendo proved to be a compelling match in which the favored fighter, Sheeraz, was thought that he might pick up his first world title. Carlos Adames had a lot to say about that, as he brought the experience of someone who was spirited and decided to take the fight to Sheeraz early on. But he did it in a different type of a manner, meaning that he was elusive with body upper movement, and he had an aggression about himself, as if to plant himself like a flag to say, "Here I am, come take my title." Now, Sheeraz, who was expected to use his reach and his height, because he stands 6'3" in the middleweight division. That's very tall, with a 75-inch reach. Adames, who's 5'11" with a 73-inch reach, has now moved with his victory in this fight to, well, the draw in this fight, to 24-1 with one draw and 18 KOs. But he fought like a man who had something to lose, and he tried to really test Sheeraz, and he did test Sheeraz. Sheeraz appeared to be a little bit more timid than I thought he might be. If he had faced Janibek, I would have expected him to face Janibek fighting in the manner of which he fought Adames. But there was something about Adames that made him kind of holster his guns. I don't know if Adames was able to show him some pop that he didn't necessarily expect him to have, or even the aggression that he showed in moments of the fight. But there was something that put Sheeraz on the defensive, and he didn't look to go for it to try to pull out the victory. Adames, on the other hand, like I said, I've watched him before, and I remember his TKO win over Julian J. Rock Williams, which was in June of 2023. Even though that was a stoppage victory over a former world champion, his performance on this night against Sheeraz, whose record now drops to 21-0 with one draw and 17 KOs, he put Sheeraz on the defensive. And a young man that's 25 years old to Adames' 30, he made it appear like Sheeraz may not yet be ready for the world stage. And that means title shots. But there were things that Sheeraz could have done, but he just wouldn't do, even after being edged on by Turki Al-Sheikh during the fight. You could clearly see that Turki wanted him to win this fight, but Adames was resilient enough, and because I believe they were fighting where they were, Sheeraz got more favor than he should have, as the bout was declared a split draw. This was not a draw. Adames defended his title. Sheeraz did not win the title. He only competed in the fight, but he didn't even compete to a draw. And that's very unfortunate, because if you give a fighter a loss when he needs to have that loss, instead of bailing him out with draws or splits or something like that, it forces that fighter to go back to the gym and work on things to get better. And Sheeraz was not put in this position after this type of decision. But at least Adames didn't lose his title, and I look forward to a rematch that they'll probably try to make. Turkey will probably try to force, and we'll see that in the end. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Leave comments and let's discuss your thoughts about this particular decision and should they have a rematch. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.